borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah la ilaha illallah borom Daaru Rilwaan la ilaha illallah la
It's noon in Banjul, and welcome to GRTS News in our top stories. President Jammeh joins hundreds of Muslims at the King Fahad Mosque for the congregational prayers marking the end of the holy month of Ramadan. The Horticultural Technical Services Unit and the FAO distribute vegetable seeds worth over $3 million plus 18 metric tons of compound fertilizer to farmers in rural Gambia. And the Rhodean government and riot groups clash over a law perceived to be discriminatory against gays and lesbians. And the authorities in China nab a doctor for allegedly filling his pocket trading stolen babies to human trafficking networks. Well, these and other stories coming here this half. I am Fatou Jassi. Thank you. you for joining us. The President, His Excellency Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya Jammeh, Thursday attended congregational prayers marking the end of the holy month of Ramadan at the King Fahad Mosque in Banjul. The ceremony, led by the Imam Ratib of Banjul, Alhaji Charno Aliu Maska, who also graced by hundreds of worshippers from around the greater Banjul area. Abdunjai reports the Committee of Banjul Muslim Elders paid a courtesy call on the Gambian leader at State House immediately after the Eid prayers.
Muslims around the country have joined others around the world in prayers marking the end of the Ramadan. The ceremony, officially led in Banjul by the Imam Ratib Alhaji Charno Aliu Maska, has successfully brought an end to 29 days of total submission in Islam's holiest calendar. Behind him is a congregation comprising the President, His Excellency Sheikh Professor Dr. Yahya Jammeh, cabinet ministers and religious figures observing this important religious rite, tied to nothing more than 2 rakats, characterized by several other postures. These were soon followed by a sermon postulating a religious uprightness, the perfection of our practice as Muslims, and to heed the warnings of Allah. Imam Charno Aliu Maska used the occasion to pray for the nation, its leader and people, stressing the importance of peace and tranquility. The congregation dispersed, with the President still drawing the crowd. Hundreds of them have gathered to get a glance of him leave the premises of the King Fahad. His convoy drove through the streets of the capital city, heading to the State House for a meeting with the Committee of Banjul Muslim Elders. There's a lot of history to this meeting, crafted by the colonial government, which for years served as the only effective medium of communication with the Muslim community then in Banjul. But the meeting, according to the veteran broadcaster Alhaji Mansour Njai, has improved over time, especially under President Jammeh, allowing religious leaders greater time and space to discuss issues of concern. Opening the session, the Imam Ratib of Banjul Alhaji Charno Aliu Maska again called for discipline as the only moral safeguard for families in the present time. His statement is one that urges total reflection on the trials and struggles of the religion, maturing on the contributions of representatives of the various tribes in the Gambia. The President of the Supreme Islamic Council, Alhaji Modou Lamin Touré, appealed for a constant monitoring of behaviors that contravene Islam, whilst the Emir of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat, Baba Trawole, pleaded with the President to use his prerogative of mercy to effect the release of some deserving inmates in honor of the occasion. His plea aroused strong support from within Cabinet, with the Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, Dr. Mamadou Tangara, and that of Lands and Regional Administration, Mamadou Akebayo, backing this emotional moment. This was met with a rational explanation, with the Gambian leader referring to the case of Dr. Njoguba and Lamin Jobate, arguing the two will have to face the full force of the law. He said he could not remember the number of times he had to warn the two, and their refusal to learn from the bruises he had with them. President Jammeh explained he resorts to the courts to prove his evidence, and that he is sacked for a reason, and that it is the role of the elders to rein in culprits when they realize the person is going against the law. He expanded on the use of his prerogative right to inform the gathering that he will approve the release of the 19 inmates listed once the committee, comprising the Ministry of the Interior and the Attorney General Chambers, formally present him their names. The Gambian leader went on with an address revolving around discipline, religious tolerance, marriage, and the interpretation of Islam to appeal for unity in the Islamic world, describing the current problems Muslims are faced with as disturbing. He tasked the Supreme Islamic Council to embark on a sensitization campaign to draw attention to the mistreatment of women in marriages and to apply logic to sensitive issues such as the sighting of the moon, saying technology has made communication easier. Speaking earlier, the Vice President, Her Excellency Ayad Dr. Aissatou Njie Seydi, delved deep into the complex issue of forgiveness and who deserve to be forgiven to justify the challenge President Jammeh may confront in applying the instrument. The Secretary General and the head of the Civil Service, Mamadou Sabali, who doubles as the Minister for Presidential Affairs, called on the elders to rein in family members tarnishing the image of the country